Welcome to Five Fires YouTube. Today we're going to be firing up over here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Not already following me on Instagram or X at the Calibre. Please subscribe, hit the like button, fired up. I'm the main host, Monto. Let's do this. It is a beautiful Thursday out here at Universal Studios Hollywood, and let me tell you, it is 100 degrees. That's right, 100 degrees. Oh my gosh. I didn't even want to get out of my car. The air conditioner just felt so good. And you know, one of the things I wanted to really do today, because Hector's out here too. We got Villain. I was like, I really want to do Jurassic World. You know, if I'm going to be out here in 100 degrees, we got to do Jurassic. It's closed. It's closed for refurbishment. What? I thought at least Jurassic World would go all the way to August 10th because that's the end of mega movie summer. You know what I mean? Universal Studios Hollywood has just been in the news cycle so much in the theme park world. As much as I really wanted to go to Disneyland, I can't help but get my way out to Universal. Why? The reason why, just breaking news after breaking news after breaking news. Poltergeist, Terror Tram, The Purge, Dangerous Waters, all these HHN announcements. And we still got more. Like, that's not it. Oh, the scare zones? We got a lot to discuss today, and in time we'll talk about all of this because holy macaroni. Today we're going to do HHN updates. I want to go check out Fast and Furious. Most importantly, Studio Tour. We have to do Studio Tour today, and we'll see where the day takes us. Wow, this is so cool. Fast and Furious mural. Really coming to life. From the last time I was here, they were barely working on the outline for like the letters, but now we got the vehicle, we got some smoke going on. I like it. I wonder if they'll get like a lighting package as well at nighttime, you know? But this is cool. And there it is, officially down for refurb. I hope Jurassic World the ride, it's not too long. I miss you already. It's 100 degrees out here. There's been a lot of discourse about sightlines, and it comes down to this section right here. So as you're leaving Wizarding World of Harry Potter, or you're just in here, but for whatever reason you get to look this way, that is your sightline. Oh man, honestly for me, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me not one bit, but I get it. There are some people that are all about the sight lines, but I think it's cool. As you're walking out, what do you look at? Fast and Furious. Go get in line. Go buy some merch. What are your thoughts on the sight line right there?
It's a crazy view walking out of Harry Potter World.
You can't help but be like, boom, Fast and Furious. Oh, Hollywood Dream.
Look, it has a good thing and its bad thing. It does defeat a little bit of the world building here.
Yeah.
But
you're on the way out.
So you're on the way out, and it's something next to look forward to. And not only that, it does provide a couple hours of shade later on throughout the day.
No, that's the low key.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't get talked enough. Yeah. That building creates a lot of shade. Yeah, it really does.
So like, I don't know. I honestly like it. I mean, there was nothing there before, you know, honestly, so
Animal actor.
It's okay. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'm down with it. We're going to talk about the announcements that happened here at Hollywood for HHN. The first one is Terror Tram Enter the Blumhouse. Will enable visitors to disembark on the studio tram, set off on foot to encounter the most iconic villains from Blumhouse. The Black Phone, the Possessed from Exorcist, the Believer, the Diabolical Megan, the Ruthless Killers from the Purge franchise. Also, Blissfilled Butcher from Freaky and Babyface Killer from Happy Death Day, among others. So there's going to be some other ones we don't know about. There's also going to be a RIP tour exclusive for meet and greets and stuff like that. We already seen that over there at War of the Worlds. They had it last year. It's pretty much the same box, so that'll be happening. Last year they had Megan and Purge characters. They have some. Oh, they had from Black Phone too, the Grabber, which was really cool. To keep going, Purge Dangerous Waters. That's the water show that we had at Waterworld. That has been a staple. It's coming back. I'm not going to go any further into that. But the one that's over there at Curious George parking lot, everybody's been saying it for like months now, it feels. Amazon MGM Studios supernatural cult horror classic Poltergeist will bring guests into the light only at Universal Studios Hollywood. So this will be exclusive to us. How awesome is that? Considered one of the scariest films of all time when it debuted in 1982, the haunted house will transport guests into nightmarish scenes with terrifying characters from the movie, including the iconic Freeling family home. I'm excited. I've never done Poltergeist. Every time I've heard about Poltergeist, they say there's a lot of animatronic, it kind of shows scenes play out. I'm hyped. John did confirm as well that there'll be some new stuff in there, so I can't wait to see, because the animatronic usage has gone like beyond God mode here at Universal. It's crazy what they are doing at Horror Nights and FanFest when you talk about that. But also too, fire towers have been confirmed to be coming back. And another announcement that I got to talk about before we get out of here, the Scare Zones. What is happening at the Scare Zones at HHN? Completing this year's lineup, horror fans will encounter petrifying scare zones throughout the event. The first one is going to be, you're going to need to dodge a troop of chainsaw killers, chainsaw clowns. That seems to be the upper lot scare zone. Escape a maniacal funhouse in Carnival of Carnage. That seems to be the fire tower area. After surviving this year's haunted house of Monstros Tres, guests will stumble upon a dimly lit street to brave the Noche de Brujas. So that'll be Parisian Courtyard, Noche de las Brujas. And then the ever popular Murder of Crows is going to be coming back. But they didn't say if they're going to be defending their nest on the upper lot or they're going to go to the lower lot, because Scarecrow, The Reaping, or Scarecrow music by Slash, it's at the lower lot. So maybe that scare zone ends up somehow at the lower lot. But wow, that is a lot to talk about. Let's just go enjoy the studio tour. I love my Platinum Pass out here at Universal. This is like a 45-minute wait right now, and it looks like it. I get to use Express with my Platinum. I love you, Universal. I love you.
Platinum holder, baby. 3 o'clock, walk right in.
Yeah.
Available on Max, formerly known as HBO Max. Won several awards, including Golden Globes and Emmy Awards. And up ahead, we have South Ages 7 and 8. Used to film the show Bel Air. It's a dramatic telling.
This is where FNAF's going to be, but the doors are closed.
Available on Apple TV, brought to you by Universal. No? Oh, okay, that's maybe too old for you guys. How about $6 Million Man? No? Oh. Coach. Once again, everyone, hold on. Oh. Do that. Watch out, guys. Flash flood. Wow. Now, everybody, do you think that's real water?
Yes.
Yeah. It's real water. For our 60th anniversary of the studio tour. That was designed by Harper Goff, a well-known art director, who also worked on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for Paramount Studios. I love saying that name, Willy Wonka. We have the gyrosphere from Jurassic World. If you notice, there's no glass because the glass was never there. It was CGI. The muscle car driven by Vin Diesel in Fast and the Furious, right next to the Nissan Sightline. It was driven by Paul Walker. And the yellow vehicle that is Bumblebee, one of the Transformers, parked right next to a Decepticon named Barricade. Now they're enemies in the movie, but they're good friends here in the background. The first Psycho movie was directed by none other than Alfred Hitchcock. The movie stars Anthony Perkins and Janet Leigh. And here's a scene where Janet Leigh is slowly approaching the home. Very suspenseful. Still have it to this day. And right behind it, we have one of the most colossal sets here in the backlot. Welcome to the set from the film War of the Worlds. Director Steven Spielberg. Stars Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. Directed by Spielberg, and here is, until the end of the tour before we head back to the park, another quick reminder. If you need any guest assistance, please use the radio port above your heads. And going back to Steven Spielberg, he was an intern here at the age of 17 years old, and one of his assignments was to drive a young author around in a golf cart. Simple task, but he became good friends with this author. 2 years later, after they met, that author wrote a novel called Jurassic Park. That author's name was app for wait times, show times, and up-to-the-minute park information. Thank you to our past members for being with us here today. If you'd like to become one, you can head over to the Universal box office for a limited time only. And if you have any questions about movies, the studio tour, or the theme park, feel free to ask me or just want to say hi.
That was a lot of fun to do the studio tour. Now that we could truly confirm it's Blumhouse, it really looks like it's going to start off with Black Phone this time instead of Megan. I'm guessing the Bates Motel will still be Freaky and Happy Death Day. And I think where the Grabber was, I think that'll just become Megan's, because we had a lot of Grabbers there, which kind of made no sense, but to have a lot of Megans there, I think would make a lot of sense. You know what I mean? So right before you go up the hill to Purge, I think that'll be Megan. I think that's how it's going to play out. And then War of the Worlds and beyond, I don't know. Who freaking knows? But what I wanted to talk about, back in March 25th, John Murdy tweeted out, "I'm working on something right now that is not a house or a maze or a boo box or a scare shanty, not a scare zone or a boo boulevard, spook street, not a show, not a terror tram. In fact, I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm working on it." I think now we can confirm that is DreamWorks Theater. I think it's DreamWorks Theater. And it seems like that will be what gets talked about at Midsummer. What do you think, Junior?
I want to hear Junior's opinion. I didn't even think of that, but it could be a...
That's the last thing, right?
DreamWorks, yeah. I think so. I don't know what it could be, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Midsummer Scream's going to be a big deal. I'm excited. Real quick, though, how do you feel about the lineup, Junior? Now that it's all announced, everything. All the houses.
Way better than last year. I'll tell you that. Last year was bad, this is way better.
Yeah.
And maybe like 2 years ago, I'm going to say 2 years ago. But this year is a lot better than 2 years ago, last year, and the year before. I'm excited.
I feel like we're at peak horror nights again. You know, like, I always go back to 2019. I feel like we're at 2019. Maybe this could surpass that somehow. Because these IPs we have, Jason, FNAF, Terrifier, Fallout, Scarecrow, Poltergeist. Like, these are some heavy hitters. WWE, the Wyatt Six. I feel like this year is like, what have the fans wanted? We're gonna give it to you. That's how it feels. That's how it really feels.
Yeah. And thank you, John, for making this happen.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Seriously, thank you, John, the whole team. Thank you, everybody. Quick update. We saw that vehicle on our last trip. They like lifted it up. Look at that. What the heck? Damn. I still got the wrecking ball over there on that right side. So stuff's coming to life out here. Taking a look now at the lower lot. The big update down here is just the amount of work that's going into this retaining wall. It is unbelievable. They laid that concrete. Look at that. Wow. And it looks like they've been doing some kind of work right here too. Huh. Let's see what comes out of all this stuff. To take another look at the HHN house, Jason Universe. It's been really hard to make out if any changes have happened because you really can't get a good look at it. But they added that campfire, they added the Crystal Lake sign. There's like a bicycle in there. And one thing we do know, there will be a scare actor meeting and greeting, I guess you could say, telling you not to go in there probably. Jason is not, he's not a friend. Right? Jason ain't a friend.
Jason is evil.
He's evil. Off in the distance, Scarecrow, music by Slash. We can't confirm, there will be some differences in there. What are those differences? Who freaking knows? But I can't wait to add a badass soundtrack to Scarecrow. It's gonna be a heavy hitter. I've been saying, I honestly feel that's gonna have a long line. I know we got WWE down there too. Let me show that real quick. We saw it from the studio tour, but that's WWE, the horrors of Wyatt 6 right there. What do you think has the longest line at the lower lot?
That's tough, man. I'm gonna go with between Jason and Wyatt 6.
Wyatt 6?
But I'm gonna go with Wyatt 6.
Wyatt 6?
A lot of wrestling fans out there. So.
All right. What do you think has the longest line at the lower lot?
I think opening half
like opening weekend.
Opening weekend. Wyatt 6.
Dang.
But long run, this is gonna be more consistent, Jason.
Jason got like 40 years of fans.
But there is hype for WWE. So like I'm gonna say like the first 2-3 weeks, WWE is gonna be packed. After that, this is gonna be more consistent, Jason. That's my thoughts.
Everybody in the chat, which house do you think has the longest line? Is it Wyatt 6, Jason, Scarecrow, or FNAF? I'm gonna go with FNAF. I'm just gonna go with FNAF. The video game crowd, they go hard, man. They go hard. Also, too, talk about updates. We got a lot of updates from the Hollywood Reporter, shockingly. It's about Five Nights at Freddy. It's going to include a fully animated Freddy Fazbear performing like he would in the movie or in the video game. How cool is that? In the space that mirrors the textures, the tones, the carpet, the pizzeria booths of the film. That's how accurate they're going. Also, features animatronic characters that are fully animatronic, some that are puppeteered, and some that will move in a way that you think they're in costumes. Damn, holy smokes. It's also gonna include complete one-for-one replica of the pizzeria kitchen, janitor's closet, and security room that guests will walk through. We're literally walking through the movie. We're walking through the FNAF movie. Another thing, appearances from the Missing Children and Wrecking Crew. There is a thread going on in the House of Ghost kids showing up, and there are all those guys who broke into the trash the place. You get quick shots in the film of Carl when his face has been ripped off by that horrible torture chair. But I wanted to know what happened to all of them to bring that level of scare to the experiences as well. Focusing on creating something that can sustain the amount of time it is in front of our guests and the length of time that our event is open. So FNAF is just going all out. That budget must be insane for that house. And we have Jim Henson doing all this stuff. We're in for like a top tier God mode house like we've never seen before. And they've been ramping up with the animatronic stuff with Chucky to Quiet Place, now to go all out with FNAF out here at the lower lot. That's why I think it's gonna have the longest line, honestly. It's gonna be crazy. There's a front look at Jason Universe. Can't wait. I can't wait. Oh, for some reason, there's like holes. What's going on this side? What the heck? Wow. So we know Jurassic's closed. I guess Mummy, for whatever reason, Mummy's closed too. I don't know if because of this project, but wow, look at that. A beautiful retaining wall. Sounds like cement, yep. Wow. Wow, we came to the lower lot. We knew Jurassic was closed for whatever reasons, but what just happened, man?
I guess all the rest was shut down because of the heat.
Maybe the heat?
The heat was too powerful.
Yeah. And the Mummy. Mummy's closed. Transformers is closed.
right now.
Wow.
There's nothing to do at the lower lot.
Wow, it feels like a regular day, like they close at 6.
Yeah. The rides are like, we don't open beyond 6, all right?
And today is like a peak day. Like it's
No,
top
dude.
dollar tickets
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I guess let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 7.
What do you think?
Fast and the Furious 7 GTR. Which
So
is
that's
like,
what you think it is?
that's what I think it is. Like it's like that style front end where it's a GTR.
And Brian O'Connor drove that?
Yeah, Brian O'Connor drove this.
Wow. So maybe there's just Brian O'Connor, just kind of memorials, you know what I mean? Like honoring him. Our last update, Monstros Tres. The walls are still up. Supposedly the walls are going to come down soon because Mega Movie Summer will end on Sunday. So maybe next week, Monday, all the walls come down. But that's what it's looking like. Is there any excitement from you for Monstros Tres, or it's just...
I mean, to be honest, at first I was excited, but then I'm like, they should have just done it with all monsters together. Like, put them all
Monstros
together
1,
mashed.
2, La Llorona House, a mashup of everything.
Everything.
And combine all the monsters in the scare zone too.
Yeah, exactly.
The
yeah.
momias, La Lloronas, Luchadores.
But hey, they went with the free masks, but I'm still looking forward to it though.
Yeah.
You know, La Llorona one last time. So
Yeah. Where do you think La Llorona falls in the house?
I
Beginning,
think-
middle, or end?
I think it'll be the end because of the puppet.
She's the
finale.
final?
Yeah, the finale puppet.
Ah, okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah. What a great day of updates out here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Can't wait to come back. Hopefully the lower lot's working. For whatever reason, it is what it is. But we'll be back. We'll be back. I just wanted Junior to see the new Transformers screens because he hasn't been on it yet since that update happened. If you haven't seen the new screens, you've got to. Transformers, it is crisp. That 4K 3D, it looks beautiful. But HHN is just getting so intense. We're at almost at the finish line of everything. Midsummer Scream is pretty much that finish line. There won't be no more hidden anything, you know what I mean? Can't wait to find out what comes to DreamWorks. And I can't wait to start seeing the Scare Zone props, the fire towers, everything come to life. The walls come down from Monstros. We're in exciting times, exciting times. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching Five Fires YouTube. Smash that like button. We are firing it down.